All right, hello, welcome to Heal and Ascend Tarot. So today we're taking a look at what are your person's future actions towards you. Keep in mind this could be platonic or romantic. You can also choose a different crystal for multiple people or different crystal for different people. If you guys want something that's more personalized, I do have personal readings. The information will be down below. If there's a promotion going on, it will also be on the video or in the description box. But if ever the code doesn't work, it just means that all of the spots filled up. Okay, but let's jump in. So this is pile number 1, pile 2, pile 3. So we're gonna start with pile number 1. I'm just gonna move these over. Okay, so what are your person's future actions? I don't know if I've ever done this reading before. Their future actions? Let's take a look. Ooh, we have trapped. This card kind of reminds me of the Eight of Swords. You have someone who's trapped in a cage. Okay. We've got the Chariot, Cancer energy. You could be a Cancer, they could be, as a confirmation. We've got the Empress. We have the Ace of Wands. And we have the Five of Wands. Okay. Okay. So right off the bat, just with this Trapped card, this makes me feel like despite the fact that they want to take action, there's a blockage here because we have the Trapped card next to the Chariot, and the Chariot in an actions reading would definitely indicate forward movement. It would indicate even travel, possibly, like moving things forward. Oftentimes too, the Chariot moves forward pretty fast, pretty consistently, but we've got this kind of conflicting energy. We have this trapped energy, so they could just be stuck in their head. I'm also seeing here at the Five of Wands at the very end, there is some sort of challenge, okay? Which, you know what, I'm actually gonna get a clarifier. Hold on. Okay, let's take a look and see what is clarified trapped. Ultimately, I do feel like they will take action. They just have to get out of their head, because I'm getting more positive cards than anything. But why is trapped here? We've got the King of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so this person may be struggling financially. I feel like there's some challenges that they're going through in their everyday life that is getting them stuck in their head. So is there actually a physical obstacle for them to take action towards you or their future actions? There's no physical obstacle. There's nothing really in the way except for their own mind. And I think that they're not where they want to be financially, or there's some sort of material issue that they're trying to resolve before they move towards you. But this person is very, very, very motivated to take action. Like, this is someone who is extremely attracted to you. Okay, like Empress, Ace of Wands. We even have the Five of Wands. To me, is sometimes like a very fiery energy in general. Like, it can sometimes mean competition or feeling like you have to fight off competition. So I feel like this is someone who is, the motivation is there. The drive to come towards you, the drive to take action is there. There's no doubt about it. The only thing is that they've got a little bit of a mental conflict that could be delaying this action in the future. If you're looking for a quick yes or no, will this person be taking action towards me, or will they be moving things forward? I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say yes, but I think there may be some delays just because of their own mental conflict. And this has nothing to do with you. I want to say that as well. Like, whatever is going on in this person's mind that's delaying it for them, it has nothing to do with what you've said, what you've done. It just has to do with their own mindset. They have to get out of their own head first. I feel like also this person is putting some sort of pressure on themselves in terms of action because they see you as the Empress. Like, anytime this card comes out, this is someone you don't want to mess around with. Like, this is like high value. This is someone who you, doesn't necessarily mean you put them on a pedestal, but you know that this person deserves respect. They deserve love. They deserve to be treated properly. And so I feel like this person doesn't want to mess this up. Like, they don't want to screw things up with you because they know that you're standing quite tall on your own. That also is putting pressure on them to really get their stuff together as well. Because, like, for instance, if they don't have their financials together, if they don't have their career together, they're feeling this sort of pressure of, oh my gosh, like, I need to figure this out. So once they resolve that, I strongly feel this person will be taking action towards you. It's going to be very, like, sudden as well with the Chariot. It's like maybe it'll catch you guys off guard. I'm also feeling it's going to be very passionately driven as well. This person may come off a little bit angry, but I feel like this anger is more about themselves. It's more their own frustration versus you. So if you notice that when you're around this person, they're kind of frustrated or angry or like on edge, this is because of their own sort of internal conflict, okay? But so yes, I'm seeing that this person will be taking action. So I hope that resonated. If you want to book something personal, my information is down below. So let's move on to pile number 2. So if you guys chose the Fool's Gold, will this person be taking action, or what action will, what was the question? What is their future action? What is this person's future action? Okay, so we have the card, the Fledging. We have the World, the High Priestess. We have the Eight of Cups, and we have the Queen of Swords. My nose just started getting really itchy. Okay. That always happens when I'm tuning into energy. So interesting. Okay, so this person's future actions towards you. So it seems like for whatever reason, this person has decided to cut you out. I feel here, to walk away from the situation and cut you out. Eight of Cups, Queen of Swords. But I'll tell you why in a moment. Let's just not skip ahead. So they're in this energy where they're deciding that it's best. So if this person already walked away from you, then I feel like they're continuing with that decision. If they haven't, and you've been sensing that things are kind of on the rocks, or maybe they've been distant, it's because their future actions are to walk away. Because anytime I get the Eight of Cups and the Queen of Swords together, like, that's double confirmation, because Eight of Cups is leaving a situation. Queen of Swords can often indicate cutting something out. Okay, so because of this, I feel like, and I think a lot of you already know this, some of you may have fears about this, is what I'm hearing. Like, you know when you can sense that someone's kind of already left a situation, or already left, like, energetically or emotionally, but they just haven't physically left yet? Like, let's say for instance you're in a marriage and you can tell that it's over, but you're still together. Like, you can feel that the person is like checked out, but they haven't left. So some of you may feel this way about this person, where you already energetically feel or emotionally feel that this person's detached. And so you're just wanting the confirmation, okay, are they gonna just leave or not? And I feel like this person, yes, has decided to, because again, this is their future actions. But here's the reason why. They still have, there are things that they have to learn and see outside of this connection. So with the Fledging in the World, there are other opportunities that they need to explore in life. This doesn't mean other connections. It just means that there are other things that they have to learn first. Like, there are things that they have to go through. They can't just have someone tell them something. They have to go through certain life experiences that I feel like they haven't had yet, which could be creating sort of a issue in this connection. It's like this person hasn't had enough experience in certain areas to be able to maybe keep this relationship together. But I'm also seeing here that it's kind of just one of those things where sometimes people fall apart. Sometimes people, you know, lose touch with each other, or they have different interests, or they just, you know, I'm trying to think of the word, like, you guys know what I'm saying. Like, distance is created. You fall, not to say you fall out of love, but maybe, possibly. It's like you change as a person, and maybe you guys aren't changing and growing together. I feel like this person is needing to leave in order for them to grow. It doesn't mean that, you know, maybe they'll come back at some point, but in terms of their future actions, I'm seeing that this person has decided, or will be deciding, to leave the situation or walk away from the situation. Because there are important lessons that they need to learn outside of this connection. I'm also feeling like their intuition is calling them to explore, like it's calling them to expand, and they're feeling intuitively that this is the next step for them. So it's almost like there is maybe a worry that this isn't the right decision, but I feel like when they tap into their intuition, it's like their higher self is telling them that this is what they need to do at this point in their life. Doesn't mean that this is forever, but it just means that right now they feel like this is the best decision. Okay, so that's pile number 2. If you guys want to book something personal, my information is down below. Okay, but let's move on to pile number 3. So if you guys chose this crystal here, what are your person's future actions? We have cycles. We have justice. Could be a Libra, could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius as well. Knight of Wands. We've got the Knight of Pentacles, and we've got the Ten of Swords. Okay, so pile 3, what is your person's future actions? Okay, so This one does look pretty clear. So again, this could be platonic or romantic, but I'm gonna say right off the bat, so if this doesn't resonate with you, this may not be your read. This is someone that you've had an on and off type of relationship with. Like, you come together, you hang out, you talk, maybe you get together, you're in a relationship, whatever it is, but then it falls apart, and then you go your separate ways, you're single again, they're single again, or you're just independent from each other again. And then time goes by, and then you cycle through the same like pattern with them. So what I'm feeling with this is that you're currently in a cycle that you've been through many times with this person. So that's why I'm saying you will know if this resonates with you. This is the person that you keep going through the same cycle with, but for whatever reason, you guys both like to go through it. Even though I think it's painful here for both of you guys, 10 of Swords. They will be taking action for sure, and it's going to be the typical action that they take towards you. So if it's, you know, say for instance they leave your life and they come back a month later always, then that's what they're going to do. If they ghost you and then all of a sudden pop up 3 months later, then that's what they're going to do. They're going to do what they always do. I feel like this person is going to come around towards you and apologize or try to make things right, only for it to just be the same way that it was again, and then you go through the same cycle. I just looked and it was 11-11, so that could be relevant. The reason why is because this person is coming through as the Knight of Wands. They're fun, they're spontaneous, but they're not necessarily stable. So this person acts on their impulse. It's like when they miss you, they take action, but they don't think about whether or not they're fully ready for the responsibility of this connection. So they act on impulse, and maybe you do as well. I feel like this is someone who really values their independence as well. So it may take a lot to get this person to like stable themselves in a connection. The other thing I'm feeling here is that what's driving this person right now to take action towards you in the future has to do with the fact that they're tired of acting like everything is fine. They've actually been hurt over this, and they're wanting to kind of release this pain or overcome this pain. So, yes, I do see this person taking action. And again, I think it's going to be, because you're wanting to know what is the future action, like what is it? It's going to be what you typically get from this person. So that's going to be different for everyone. Like again, like maybe you know that they always end up calling you, or maybe they always end up on your doorstep, whatever it is. They're going to do what they always do every time they come back around. Just be cautious, because with this cycles card, it's like, do you want to go through another cycle? Do you want to go through the same cycle with them? I'm also being called to say that if you want something new, then it's important to do something new or do something different here, because if you do the same thing, I feel like you're going to end up getting the same result with this person. Like if you maybe allow this person in without maybe setting boundaries, I feel like they're going to do the same thing. And I honestly feel like I keep getting drawn to this 10 of Swords, and I'm seeing this woman who's in pain. So I do feel like your person was in pain, but I also feel like, because I typically read more of the feminine energy as the person who is getting the reading. Again, roles can be reversed, but I feel like it's going to leave you in pain, if that makes sense. So this person's going to rush in and then rush out, and then you're gonna be like, oh, again, like why did I do this again? And I think it has something to do with the communication. I feel like this person has a tendency to like ghost you, or like pop up random times and then all of a sudden they're just gone. Like you don't, like I feel like this person is very inconsistent with you, and you guys already know this. So that's what I'm seeing for future action, but I hope this resonated. If you guys want to book something personal, my information is down below, but I'm sending you absolute love and light, and I wish you all of the best on your journeys. Take care.